Hello everyone, welcome to the From Inside Gulu Podcast, where we shall be discussing a very serious topic today with unserious energy. So our topic for today is the fall off of AIDS. We want to study how AIDS, that big celebrity, came to fall off. If I remember in the 90s and early 2000s, when it was rumored that someone had HIV, the whole community would be trying to get away from that person. They would not even want to touch that person. They would even want to leave the well where they fetch water for that person to fetch alone, and they go and they dig their own well. But today, when you mention AIDS, no one is scared anymore. In fact, if you're trying to date someone and that person tells you they have AIDS, it might actually even give you more confidence because you will say that, yeah, I have less competition.
Yeah.
So, speaking today, we have me, myself, Ocii, Hilary, and
Isaac Mutabazi, as usual.
yeah, so let's get into it. So, Isaac, could you briefly tell us about this AIDS thing? How did it start in Uganda, according to your sources?
Literally, that guy, to me, is still a legend.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. He's a very great guy, and I respect him.
Back up your
Kudos to
statements.
him.
Back
Man.
up your statements.
He's someone. Because remember, back in the days, people were careless. No one even cared. We had malaria, measles, cholera, all those sicknesses. But once that guy came in place, when that guy came in action, everything changed.
I actually agree with you. Because those days he was a big celebrity.
Okay.
Everywhere, all over the world. He was dying.
What I would say, he's not fallen, but he's a hero.
Hero?
Yeah, he's a hero.
What
He is.
What
He
heroic
is.
acts did he do?
He's the one who shaped the world right now. Because everyone knows that there is sickness. And once you're sick, you're sick. Like he gave that entourage to other diseases, other sicknesses. No one even cared that when you're sick, you have to go to the hospital, like this, all those things.
I don't think that is actually a good thing. Because having more diseases is not exactly a source of pride. But anyway, let's leave that aside.
When we go back in time, how many hospitals were there before those days, before the 80s when AIDS came to existence?
There were few, but I can also explain why there were few. There were few because people were also few. People were also few.
People were also few.
Yes. Right now, if you look at the hill, which my grandfather owned alone in the 80s and 90s, there are now like about 100,000 people there.
Now.
Yeah, so there's now need for more hospitals. But those days,
that's
hospitals were enough for
right
them.
now, because of him, people are careful. Like the biggest district in Uganda that has the high rate of these things, sex. That is the district that has the highest rate of HIV.
In Rakai, there was a mysterious disease killing people. And at first, the traditional healers, we are saying that, you are cursed. If you bring for me the chicken and the goats, so that I heal you from your curse.
Those days, witchcrafts made money.
Yeah, those guys.
Traditional healers made money.
Even the pastors.
Pastors made money. I remember in 2000, it was around 2000 there. There's this guy, they call him, I don't know, Chibwetere.
Yeah, Chibwetere.
Yes. Where, I don't have if that was the truth, I don't have enough evidence, but according to rumors, and I think that's what people ruled out to be true, that he had to, because of that, that it was the signs of end time.
Yes, I remember. That
so he had to bring people in one place and did his stuff.
He banned,
before they succumb to HIV, they rather go to the creator.
It was really tragic. And I remember these pastors, they ate people's money.
Yeah.
They really ate
and they're
people's
still
money.
doing that. They're still doing that.
Yeah, but when we learned that actually what was killing them was AIDS,
Yeah.
that was even more scary because now it started spreading to all places in Uganda. And the worst part of it all is that it did not care whether you're rich or poor or young or old.
In fact, at that period, even people who didn't have HIV/AIDS were even dying.
Yeah.
Let's give an example to Corona. Just hearing of the word Corona, you're already coughing. Panic. People are panicking.
You just see yourself in the coffin.
No. Yes. Give an example to Ebola. Ebola is in Gulu here. Someone in Iwanda is just afraid of just the word Ebola.
Yeah.
Over the radios. Hey, you have to be careful. You have to stay safe. Don't be in contact with people. If you're weak, you just kick the bucket.
There was this musician called Pepe Kale.
That guy is...
he's a legend. They used to make us dance and compete when we were young. And that thing used to give me trauma because I never won any of those competitions.
Yeah.
We used to compete for Jolly Jazz, Fanta, those big Fantas called the phone, right?
Yeah, I remember my dad had this radio cassette. It had 3 pairs of battery.
Yeah.
Those small ones. And then you had to roll those cassettes. When you're dancing to Pepe Kale song, they say now, you're dancing to HIV.
yeah, I remember that trauma.
That you be dancing there, HIV with you. You don't know that voice was made from HIV.
Yeah, and then also this Philly Bongole, who made arguably the hottest song to come out of Africa, which was also called Born in Africa.
Born in Africa.
The man was rich, he had everything, but he still died.
And I think because of that guy, Pepe Kale, Bongole, inclusive of Pepe Kale, I think if it was because of AIDS, no one was going to shine. I think the disease made them famous.
I disagree. They already had good music by the time they were
dying.
They had,
but now, let's say they didn't die of AIDS.
Yes, maybe what you could say
let's say they are still alive right now, but they are not infected.
Yeah, what you could say is that AIDS cemented their legacy.
How?
It just cemented their legacy, but they were already good on their own. Because those days there was no ARV. You get AIDS in January, in October, you're kicking the bucket whether you want it or not. I remember even Eazy-E.
Okay.
This guy of NWA from
what I could say, like Phile Bongole Lutaya, those guys, we could hear of their songs being... Okay, they were like examples. Other artists were singing about them, about the effects of HIV. And they were set as examples. Let's say there's this band, those days, a Frigo band. We have Paul Cafero. He used to sing Luganda songs teaching about AIDS and giving examples to those people. Now let's say, what if HIV was not there?
Okay, for me,
where were they going to get?
I've seen your angle now. For you now, you're supporting HIV. That is a very good thing.
Yes, it has shaped who we are right now.
You must look at this devil's advocate.
It has shaped who we are right now.
But okay,
let me give an example. Can you have sex anyhow?
Me?
Before you meet with anyone, you have to first, before anything, have you eaten? Have you showered? Have you brushed? There is only one question. Let's first go and test for HIV. You don't say let's go and test for cancer. No. Let's go and test for malaria.
I remember scientists used to tell us that it is because people started sleeping with monkeys. But do you think that is true?
I don't know.
Because I'm just imagining that.
To me that's a lie.
Because I'm just imagining in my head.
To me that's a lie.
Someone walking up to a monkey and holding that monkey. And inserting himself into that monkey. I'm just imagining, like,
okay,
the picture does not come.
Let's assume it's true. He had some stuff with the monkey.
But do you know how slippery a monkey is? A monkey is very fast.
Okay, those days they used to, even up to now, there are some people who tame monkeys.
But I think maybe maybe it seduced the monkey.
But now, from what point? Like, yes, I can accept he slept with the monkey, but now infecting the whole world.
I find it strange. I find it strange.
It's very strange. Maybe what I could say that was just a cover up.
Yeah, probably because
Maybe some guy was trying something out. Maybe he was pissed by someone and invented the disease.
Yes, because there's also a prominent the theory that most people tend to hold is that it was created in a lab.
Yeah.
But the scientists are saying that someone slept with a monkey.
But by the way, those who went to school, a virus is something that was created from the lab, right?
Yeah, probably. So I think
yes.
Okay,
so
personally,
that means that one automatically wipes out that statement that some guy slept with some monkey and got it from there. Or maybe that monkey, they created the virus, that disease, maybe the prototype, and injected it
into the
monkey, and maybe that guy was a test to see how effective that disease would be.
But also, man, how do you see a monkey's nyash and your thoughts are that I should go and enter that nyash? It's just so strange.
But when you're put under gunpoint, you can do certain stuff.
Anyway, I think this thing here, this AIDS, those days, man, it was really heavy. I remember one time
it could make you slim. I think that's where us Ugandans we derive that word.
Yeah,
slim,
because it would slim you.
Yeah,
take away all your fat from your body.
And it was very strong. If you were Christian or a Muslim, those were the days that you were not supposed to go into fasting.
Yeah.
If you were going to fast, maybe 3 hours to 5 hours, and you stop the fasting. Beyond that one, you're going to become slim, and they start suspecting you.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was real.
I think even Muslims are dodging fasting in order to avoid being called people with AIDS.
Yes. So I think they had to put religion aside and give respect to Papa.
Yeah. Anyway, I remember one time there was this lady. She came around. I went to a function. She cooked food and everything. I ate food. Then they told me that lady has HIV.
Mama nyabo.
I had nightmares for a week. I could not sleep.
HIV.
I was just imagining myself dying. I was just imagining myself dead. But these days,
like, what would I do if I find myself dead?
Yes, exactly. I even asked myself that question. What if I wake up and I get that I'm dead?
Yes.
How will I feel? But
and by these days, people, I think, after getting used to the disease, I think mothers had to manufacture some hormones into them to make the kids they're going to give out have maybe some genes that are stronger.
Yeah, maybe. And also,
stigma, because first of all, stigma even, just having that idea, that thought that there is chilim, it could kill. So later on they started, I think maybe that's how maybe he had to resign. He's there. But I think he has quit office now. He's a veteran.
I think he's washed up. But you see, let's be honest.
Yeah.
This thing did not just come all of a sudden that he resigned. He did not retire. He was beaten into submission.
By who?
In the 2000s. You see, our president. Our president is a wise man.
Yeah.
Although he has his issues, but he's a wise man. Our president noticed that people are dying a lot. The first thing he did, he flew to Indonesia, he flew to India, he flew to Pakistan. He contracted those factory workers. Make condoms. Because he knew that.
Yeah. Because they said it is contracted through sexual intercourse.
He knew that.
Actually,
before he even did that, he first told people, you people, let's practice ABC. Abstain, be faithful to your partner, and use condoms. But you know, as Ugandans, you know how stubborn people are.
Yeah, we call it nyabi.
Yes, people are not interested. People are not interested in A and B.
Yeah.
No one was interested in abstain. No one was interested in faithfulness. So the guy said, nah, let me just now go for the third option. He came and poured for us condoms here. And those days, dispensers were everywhere. You'd find a dispenser at the health center would be filled up at 8 a.m. At midday, they need to refill it again because people have picked out all the condoms from there. So that is one of the things that he did to fight it.
So it was
because those days it was at 20% the prevalence rate around there.
Yeah.
But because people started using condoms a lot, again at least the spread started reducing. Even in the radio station, you'd hear every time, wear a condom, wear a condom, wear a condom. Condoms are free.
Straight Up Foundation.
They started debunking things to do with condoms because some people started bringing myths that condoms create cancer, condoms did what?
Yeah.
Yes, they would debunk. Even the people in schools, primary school, whenever I read my straight talk, I would find them advising me to use condoms.
You're still at school.
Yet I'm not even an adolescent by that time. So that messaging reached the whole country.
Yeah.
And at least it did something towards the fight.
That guy HIV, he did good. Yeah, he killed a lot of people. I don't know if he's a he or she or bi. But he did good.
But you see,
they say if you want to develop something, if you want to make an omelette, you have to crush some eggs.
For me, I don't see any good in it. But anyway, you see, the reason why he fell off, we fought. Yeah, so that was the first frontier. Condoms. Even a child who was in nursery kind of already knew it.
Once I'm out, the first information I have to put in my mind is I have to use condom.
Yes, then I remember came around 2006, 2007. Yeah. That's when now the musicians joined the fight.
Yeah, because it was affecting them.
Yeah, you know, for them they were never going to use A or B, and for them they don't like C.
No.
So they had to figure out something.
Yeah.
So they joined the fight.
If I die, I die. I'm already big.
Yeah, they joined the fight seriously. We even had Boss Mix singing some songs on HIV, which were played all over the country, used in marketing campaigns, used by the, is it Rock Point 256 and whatever. Those days, the radio talks, the radio plays were so many on HIV/AIDS, drama clubs, whatever.
Like the guy literally became famous. I don't think if there is anyone who is going to beat him.
There's no one who's
apart from God.
He's a legend.
He reached a point of being at the level with Satan. Because God is ahead. Around there. He was becoming badder than Satan.
These days,
I think maybe
those days
maybe Satan had to buy him out. Maybe had to buy the shares from the manufacturer. No. Some people started saying that that is the new Jesus. Jesus has come.
That is when your legend went. Because with this ARV, someone just had to take it consistently. It would, first of all, reduce the viral load in that person's body, and that person would live as a normal human being, something that had never been heard of. So people stopped fearing it. Those who had HIV knew they could survive.
But to some extent, not everything works for everyone. Because there are some other people some other people's immunities were resistant to ARVs, even more than HIV.
Yeah.
They could live with HIV, but once you introduce ARVs to them, they start getting all those signs and symptoms. They start even dying.
Yeah, that happened because ARVs are not yet mature. But when you look at today's ARVs, today's ARVs are so good. They're even used in the farm.
You know, remember that one leaves a mark. Let's say I'm a son to someone who was once with HIV and was living well before the ARVs. And then ARVs was introduced to my dad and he started taking them. Eventually he died. Definitely, I have issues with ARV, not HIV.
Do
you know that?
I don't.
Do you know that? Because it's not the HIV that killed him, it's the ARV.
But he was going to die eventually, because if an ARV has extended your life even by 3 months...
Do you think I'll care?
No, you look.
Yeah, I know eventually, even if I'm sick or not, eventually I'll die.
We shall just...
But when you introduce something that is going to quicken my death. No, I'm not good with that.
I don't think it quickens people's death because this ARVs
Because
was...
first of all, it has to rhyme with your immunity.
I don't think that's the case because...
Yes, these days they have to take your blood samples. They see which drugs should work best for you.
Yeah, probably. But all the same...
But those days, it was just ARVs. Once
Yeah.
you have HIV, ARVs.
Those are called baby steps. Eh?
So people died.
Like-
and those people who died had families.
Like, that was they were just starting out. But right now, when you look at the ARVs we have, they are so effective. You can never even sometimes when you test, you don't even find HIV anymore. And when you look at the farms, they have now started becoming a market for ARVs because they discovered that these ARVs were even making people enjoy life better than those who are healthy. These people would grow fat, they would enjoy life. Right now, when you look at most of the pigs that we get,
Yeah. They say if you want good kilos in a pig, if you're a pig, they call them pig farmers. If you want to have good kilos in your pig, feed them with ARVs.
yes, even the chickens, they would mash up ARVs in their feed.
Yes.
You get very fat chickens, very fat and healthy.
So at some extent, to some low IQ, I call them low IQ people, they say if I feed my pig with ARV, that eventually means when I eat that that meat, that pork, I'm immune to HIV.
Yeah, I heard those things. People used to say it. In fact, some people were even stupid to a level where they would say that if I have HIV, I can give the ARV to the person I'm going to sleep with.
Yes.
Then when I sleep with that person,
It's not good.
that ARV will be sexually transmitted to me. But ARVs really worked well in the fight.
Yeah, it did.
And then after ARVs, we now started even getting something better. And this was like the final blow. You know, in movies we have this thing that people call final.
Yeah.
The final for HIV, I'm very sure was something called PEP.
Yeah.
Pep.
Those meds.
Pep.
You take them before you.
No, after.
After.
Yes, after intercourse. So people would go and sleep. If you tell them you have HIV, they'll be say, this one is now a sure.
I have an auntie.
They go and sleep with you. They run to the health centers and the hospitals, get their PEP and take. So there, it was almost declared that AIDS, you have no power over me here. And we have to respect that.
He has to go somewhere. Maybe
We have to from a legend, to
Yeah.
someone now down there. Even
Yeah.
people are no longer fearing you.
Okay,
You are now buying down.
they say you are not supposed to meet your hero. I think that's the mistake he did.
You still insist he's a hero. He's not.
Yeah.
And then right now, we have now what we call PrEP.
Yeah.
PrEP, you take it before. Which means, if I spot the person and then she tells me she has HIV, I can run to a health center,
You just get it.
inform them that my partner has HIV, but I want to have sex with my partner. They will give me my PrEP. I will take it in advance. I don't even have to use A, B, or C. I just now go in like that.
I hope you come across that blood that is resistant to everything.
No. If the blood is resistant, it will also be resistant to HIV. This HIV does not do anything. That thing is weak.
You be there.
That thing is gone.
You be there.
That thing is washed out.
I know.
It now has no power in
You
this
be
world.
there.
It has fallen.
ARVs is waiting for you. You be there.
ARVs. You even said it. I like the way you said ARVs is waiting for me.
Because that's what what was invented.
If I get HIV, I will gladly take ARVs. If I can take water, I can take food. What will stop me from taking ARVs?
Okay.
I will still live a good life, even better than you. I think the pigs can testify. These chickens can testify.
You don't feel the pain they go through.
They don't go through any pain.
Okay. It's all right.
So right now,
But what I could say is don't lean on the PEPs or the PrEPs or the ARVs. If you're not sick, protect yourself.
Yeah, you're right. But now, my main point for this discussion is that hero of yours is no longer as
But
valuable.
he's there.
He's there, but
He's
if
there.
you see the bangers that always come, there's this guy who comes and drops once in a while. He goes. It's called Ebola.
Yeah, that guy is.
He's now beating AIDS by miles.
No, he's not beating AIDS.
Even recently, we had COVID. COVID came. I'm even sure.
Those are associates of HIV.
They are not.
Yeah, those are his trainees.
They are not his trainees.
Because they don't take long.
In summary, why do you think that it fell off and became a legend and not just fell off and became irrelevant the way I think?
What makes someone a legend?
You tell me.
Yes.
You tell me.
He was there. He's still there, and he will still be there.
But he has fallen off. He's no longer.
No, he's there. That's what I can say. He's there. That he is there. He's not going anywhere.
Now, let's compare.
If you fall off, you have to vanish completely.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
We have these musicians that sell a lot of records. Are always going for shows left and right. Today they're in Uganda. Tomorrow they're in South Africa. The next day they're in the UK.
Yeah.
But time reaches when their fans vanish. And they still continue singing. I could mention a few, but I won't. They still continue singing. But whenever they release a project, they now get like 10 views on YouTube, 200 views in 4 years. Now, that's what I think HIV is.
HIV is different.
That's what I think HIV.
That's a very bad
This one why I can back it up. Is because those days HIV claimed around 20%
of
prevalence.
Of
20, like it affected at like 20% of the population.
Yeah.
But right now, even the statistics, they no longer mention it because it is now below 4% and going down. And the people with the highest infection rate are the people who are very old. They are now even dying out. Very soon, we are going to have a country free from HIV.
That's
why I think it has faded completely.
But what I got to say is HIV is still there.
Recently, in China, they did successful tests to cure patients with HIV/AIDS.
Were they?
They were cured. And it was
Completely.
a breakthrough. Yes, completely cured. And it was a breakthrough in the medical field. We are also having many countries doing HIV vaccine tests to vaccinate people against HIV. And now with this PrEP and PEP strategy that is coming around, I think when we combine all of these together, it will mean the PrEP means that new infections will be limited. Then the cure, which are being tested, will mean that those who already have it now have a way out of the disease. And then...
Is that the reason why these days ladies don't fear HIV?
Ladies don't fear. Because this PrEP, actually PrEP is even prioritized for ladies.
Yeah.
I remember I was working on a certain project which involves sex workers. Sex workers were given PrEP. So if you go and you think that you're going to infect a sex worker, you're at a loss because they take the PrEP
You're
before
the one who is going to be infected.
They go there knowing that I'm in a dangerous field.
So you have to be protected.
Which means I have to protect myself.
Yeah.
Sure. And even if they did not protect themselves, man. This is just a theory.
Yeah, those are the people who trust themselves.
No, let me tell you the theory.
Not us behind here who just go and...
Let me tell you the theory. The theory is... You see, these people come to pay the community.
Yeah.
Let us say they're like this. So which means there's a chance of wounding them and blood mixing.
Yeah.
A lot of the sex workers are now kind of...
So they have zero chance. So even if they are not protected.
I'm not saying they have zero chance.
You man.
I'm just saying that they have less chance.
Yeah.
So, which basically means the prevalence rate is going to go down. Because when we interviewed some of them, they said that when they did not allow anyone to sleep with them without condoms, it's a must. They carry it at all times.
Yeah.
So, these people are, actually, most of the people who get HIV are those people who are trusting of others and other things, but these people already going knowing this. So,
those are the people who are putting the sensitization to use.
Actually, I want to celebrate the fall off of HIV/AIDS and the people who caused it to fall off. Yeah? And as a country, the fight we did to cause this legend to fall off was really massive and really interesting.
Yeah.
We need to celebrate that. Although to you he fell off in legend status, which is okay. For me, I think that legend is about to die and we're about to bury
we have to give him his flowers. Yeah, people come and go.
Yeah,
apart from...
I think he's going to die very soon, which is going to be a celebration for us.
But remember, this world will not be the same. Will not be the same. Because people died during slavery. It went off. World War came in, people died, it went off. HIV came. You're saying it's going off. Yeah, let's believe that. And I hope it goes off. Okay. And people have to start trusting.
So, what I can say is...
But what I know is, after him, someone bigger is coming.
Yeah, we shall wait for that one. But for now, rest in peace in advance, Mr. HIV/AIDS. Yeah? This has been From Inside Gulu Podcast, where we are celebrating the fall off of HIV/AIDS. And our final message to HIV/AIDS and the family is, rest in peace in advance. You will not be missed.